was Florida's own Kamaru Usman, winner of 2 back to face England's Leon Edwards. Unbeaten Pavlik, Rocky Edwards is gaining momentum with each win. Rocky Edwards takes on Kamaru. Guess that your best weapon is your striking. In welterweight history, of course, behind Bang Ludwig.
I mean, really, in a mixed martial arts fight, if you have enough footwork, you can really... They add footwork to their game, and now their wrestling goes through the roof for some reason. Usman has awesome wrestling. He's an NCAA 3-time all. Sets his takedowns up. He doesn't just go in and shoot like a typical wrestler. He has very, very fast-handed striker. He mixes kicks in, and he has to try to take away some of the confidence and early confidence of Edwards.
These openings, he will catch it. So in a lot of ways, we're looking at kind of an old school matchup.
Yeah, and it comes down to the first base of each martial art. The hands, the way the hands come back to the face, the way the elbows stay in. And then you're going to see the difference. It's going to be a fun fight to watch.
Born in Jamaica, training in Birmingham, England. And Joe and Dominic, there was one thing that was really interesting when I was reading, because it put him in positions like on the back that wrestlers aren't supposed to be.
Jiu-jitsu practitioners tell you, please don't ever do that again. But now become the Nigerian nightmare. That's what he wants to be known as. And I'll tell you what,
champion, 3-time All-American, ridiculous wrestling, ridiculous together. If he's not getting the single, he'll switch to the double, he'll switch to the left, and he's driven, and he's coming into this fight with a lot of confidence. Being the
This is not easy at all. Leon Edwards is extremely confident, absolutely matches the athleticism of Kamaru Usman, no question.
In just over 6 minutes, so we go back to Wrestling 101 and
seeing a more refined, higher level striker who's got more experience, especially the knockout of Seth Baczynski. Very clean.
Member now of the Black Zillions. Our tail of the tape. But 171, that's all even. He's 4 years younger. Reach advantage will go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 holding professional record. 10 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet. Leon Rocky Edwards. 6 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in. Peru, the Nigerian Nightmare Usman.
Dan Mergliata, our referee for this third. Here as we get things going. Interesting, very good hands.
And he's looking for that front kick straight up the middle. Nice knee to the body by Edwards. Good job circling there by Edwards. Edwards did not let
training camp at AKA in San Jose. He also
let's see if he can complete it here. This is what he's been looking for.
He'll really start, you'll see him get a little bit more tired and a little bit more
the tenseness that Usman has with his stand-up in comparison to the looseness
down to the ground where he wants right now. He can kind of take a breath and say, I got it where I want.
AKA doing the pre-fight show on FS1.
Well, you can't get a better wrestling. Been just insane performance. Of course, Cain Velasquez, Habib Nurmagomedov, of course, who's a sensational grappler. Very good here.
Daniel Cormier came in as kind of the wrestling affair
with Leon Edwards' movement and striking.
He's looked at, and that's a big score in his own brain. He needed that takedown because we're starting to see Leon rhythm that he had a second ago, and it's got to all start over.
Now let's see what Edwards here.
Control the head.
Knee. He's about to do it. It's not quite locked up right now. It's over the foot, which is elbow. Trying to push down on the right leg of Edwards. Wants to keep opportunities. He's being very offensive off of his back. This is not a...
And had his hands on the mat for just a split second, which gave Leon...
And he's got an opportunity to land a lot more of those. If he decides...
I promise you, as a wrestler, Usman's been in a million triangles, and he's
faced a wrestler of his caliber. That may very well be true.
The danger didn't really come, he didn't really close it up, but
and that submission attempt opened up the stand. Jiu-jitsu practitioners, if you go for that offensive move, it can also stand you up this round, and that's actually what Usman needed to do. It's only a 3-round fight, so with a seasoned striker to maybe half the time, and that changes things and
down, standing up in his corner.
Well, you know, to beat often.
I mean, does it give you that much of a rest? Usman gets the takedown, and here you see Edwards trying to attack off.
Nice knee.
Good catch of the punch.
And that's the season high kick.
Oh, he got tagged by a hard left.
That one is hurt.
Quick.
That was and that's what you got to do to a strike. You got to make him respect your striking. And that's what.
Matchup here on UFC Fight Pass. I'm telling him the hook.
Like you're really connected with a full fist. We'll take another look at it in between rounds.
So it may have been somewhere between that. Knees now to the body.
So, and now he's facing Usman, wrist control.
And the reason is, I mean, that just really makes it hard to escape. If I'm Edwards, I got to really...
The octagon time, the Ultimate Fighter winner.
Well, regardless of how much wrestling Edwards is doing, clearly this is Usman harder for him to defend against these takedowns.
And again,
that earns the respect and sets up the takedown. But now you got Edwards going for the clinch so that he can rest his arms a little bit in a second and be able to throw his hands when he gets favors this type of match for 3 rounds.
Usman down a bit.
He ate some of those too earlier in the round, Joe. Both hands. Usman
with a good kick.
Fakes the shot.
Yeah, really he got him low, and then as he was reacting to it, he landed the left.
Leon Edwards is completely in this fight, though.
Take a look at that. Big Dan, you know, he thought that it would have helped him to have a monitor to look at.
His knees.
Nicely done by Usman.
Third takedown for Leon Edwards. And the round comes to a kick.
Round could be just as dangerous as the other two for Usman that Edwards has.
Let's take a look at that left hand that Usman landed. Trouble. Got him down. And we're going to take a look at that knee. Just wasn't in a position to see it perfectly. Thought it landed in.
The lovely Brittany.
All right, let's go, final round.
This is a very tough fight, Dom.
Really, and the control, too. I mean, he's not just getting takedowns, he's controlling these takedowns.
Usman with a nice
But you can see the takedowns getting a little bit, the more he gets his energy up, and the less Edwards does.
21 of the Ultimate Fighter, a little bit of the more of the same.
Edwards just has to stuff some of these takedowns after he gets up here and try to stay off the cage. Do his best to use his footwork.
Usman's all over him here. Nice knees to the thigh.
Just waiting for a takedown. He's also throwing punches, landing punches, so when it comes to punching.
And it's certainly the threat of the takedown opens up strikes for Usman.
Wrestling champion, 3-time Division II All-American, spent with some of the greatest in the world. And his wrestling certainly
is causing Edwards to fade. We're really seeing that now in the third. Look at this.
Look
at this, though. Look at this.
Oh, that's in there.
No, side control. He's okay. Because it leaves him open for the Von Flue choke. Yeah, that Von Flue choke is a sneaky choke. And guys that OSP pulled one off.
Position right here. This is just control the hands.
You can coaching at the Black Zillions. Neil Melanson with his catch.
Did you work with Neil at all when he was with Alliance?
I did, and
yeah, he's got a very interesting approach.
He's an amazing grappler.
Of submissions, judo, catch wrestling.
So he's controlling the hands to ground and pound. This is all Neil Melanson stuff also.
30 seconds. Edwards trying to intelligently defend him.
Surgeons of that catch wrestling approach. Josh Barnett, of course, who's like no one's been able to tap.
Well, you see Usman, why didn't he throw a hook in there and just trying to punch the guy till he goes to sleep? It's a mixture, and it's a different approach to his strengths.
And he got some nasty ground and pound and clearly won the round. Went on, the takedowns came easier for him.
And that's just
the mission attempt at being really dangerous is just a few inches, but those few inches are.
Joe, when you're practicing and you know that they don't quite have it, I'm going to let him his legs at all after that.
Very good point.
Fight goes the decision. Look at that, 6 again, 6 takedowns. Kamaru Usman really was very good. I was
a nightmare right there. That's a bad fight to deal with.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Decision, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare.
I'm here with the winner. Stand up in this fight as well as your grappling. You came into this.
I've been working very much with my coaches. For some reason, I just had some of my night. I didn't feel. And my next performance, I'm going to show that.
Well, you put a pressure.
Yeah, definitely. The pressure that we put on and our team, down at will when I want to. And that's just going to open up my striking. So,
sir, you're one of the most exciting prospects in the division. Kamaru Usman, ladies.